come to take what's Whitey's in the years and decades to come. It will be interesting to see if the younger Schaefer comes back around to his father's way of thinking, or if he has grown so accustomed to his role that he cannot be described as anything other than a useful idiot. This is Frederick Meekins.
Welcome back, I'm Andy Radford and this is the Edge Thursday Reports coming to you from the Edge's UK studio. There is one international organisation that fights for human rights and decency throughout the entire world, and this organisation doesn't see the barriers between spiritual beliefs, religion, race, creed or colour. Now this organisation is called Amnesty International, and here is some information about Amnesty International that you may be interested in. It opens with a movie and commentary from international actor John Hurt.
For nearly half a century now, I've made my living as an actor. In this role, I participated in the telling of many stories. They were set in many different cultures and involved people from all races, religions, and political beliefs. But today, I want to tell you some different stories. Stories that contain some bleak and unacceptable statistics. Facts that affect us all in the world we live in. 1 in 3 women are beaten, coerced into sex, or otherwise abused throughout the world. Look around you. 1 in 3 women. Every year, 8 million small arms and 16 billion units of ammunition are produced. More than 2 new bullets for every human on the planet. Enough to kill us all twice over. 20,000 people worldwide are on death row. Beheading, electrocution, hanging, lethal injection, shooting and stoning are still government-sanctioned forms of execution. And we claim to be civilized. Torture is commonplace. Refugees suffer unnecessarily. Companies sacrifice profit. But this isn't a movie script. These stories are real. This is the world in which we live. And these are the lives of our fellow human beings. But we don't have to accept it. Amnesty International is a movement of ordinary people from across the world. We stand up for humanity, and justice and freedom is denied. Human rights are ours by birth. They cannot be given or taken away by any individual, organization, or court. They are inalienable. They belong to all of us. Protect the human is our call to action. It shows we celebrate our shared humanity and have the determination to protect it. This is our story, and we are all players. By the year 2010, we want 1 million people in the UK to stand up for humanity and human rights. Be one of them.
Kërkush nuk na ndihmon. Heq po shampanjë tonë. Çka I kena dënuar shumë? Shtëpiat me kanë kohë drejt.
There are several million such people in Britain. By no means all of them behind the iron bamboo curtains. And their numbers are growing. The newspaper reader feels a sickening sense of impotence. Yet if these feelings of disgust all over the world could be united into common action, something effective could be done.
And what role they, maybe by passive support, are playing and contributing to it. If they find out the truth, they do something about it. None of us are any different in this respect. I don't think there's any deep issue. If you see a child hungry, you try to give it some food. You see a person who's suffering, you try to help relieve the suffering. That's
when I am able not to be harassed by a police, when I hold a meeting of more than 9 people, where I'm able to talk to people and tell them what I think about our history and our society and where we went wrong and what I think we should do. I mean, me amongst others. Even those who are not political need their right to be able to talk.
There were a lot of political killings that took place at that time, but that's a large body of men still remaining in captivity, and so it's a beginning to have this group released.
We've got dissidents in China and Burma, 10 years on after the crackdown on pro-democracy movements, still languishing in jail. Prisoners of conscience haven't gone away. But what has changed is the need for Amnesty to engage with a new realm of activists, new types of activists, people working on social and economic issues, people working on labour rights, independent trade unionists, people trying to bring about basic improvements in their community. These are human rights issues as well. These people are human rights defenders. They might be working for clean water or for free education, but they're supporting rights that are very much part of the international human rights framework. So I think while Amnesty's not going to go out and start digging wells and building houses, we have a very, very important role in protecting and defending
our treatment
those activists
and raising concerns about prison conditions under which we were held, and we were able to look at all these letters, to which we thought that in fact it is because of all this pressure that we were actually released on bail after all this because the government initially had denied that we should be